Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Arcanine here, back with another video. So Avengers Endgame is a once-in-a-generation event, and it is now kind of behind us, but I still want to celebrate something that I think the MCU has done exceptionally well, and that is character development and character turnarounds in particular. Now, we see these journeys and kind of flips with characters like Rocket, Nebula, and others. But today, I am going to focus on probably the most powerful, and that is Tony Stark and Steve Rogers. I'll be examining how they brought their stories full circle in Avengers Endgame. This is Avengers Endgame and Reversal.
I am Iron Man.
So, first off, I want to start by going back through the MCU and really as soon as the original Iron Man movie, when we were introduced to Tony Stark. And in that movie, and even throughout the entire universe, no matter how much Tony Stark's character progressed, no matter how much he learned, no matter how much good he did, there was always just this hint of selfishness in him that, he fought for himself. There was always that idea, and there was always that hint of it in his character, and I think that's one of the aspects that made him the most interesting character for a long time. That and Robert Downey Jr.'s charisma. And so, in Avengers Endgame, they allowed Iron Man's story to come full circle with him making the sacrifice play and laying down his life to save the universe. And so this is a callback to Cap and Tony arguing in the first Avengers.
I've seen the footage. The only thing you really fight for is yourself. You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play.
And it also goes back to when Tony was ready to sacrifice himself in the original Avengers, but in Endgame, they really made it feel like he needed to do this, and so it was so fitting for Tony, who has always had this element of selfishness inside him, for his journey to end in complete selflessness. And I think they did that so well, flipping it and letting Tony be the hero. And then we go to Steve Rogers, who has always been looking out for other people over himself, always helping them out, always being selfless, never really doing anything for him. He would fight for the other people that couldn't fight for themselves. And so, because of that, because of his heart and always wanting to help people, putting others over him, and his hatred of bullies,
I don't like bullies.
Steve never really got to be happy, and that is why his ending in Avengers Endgame is perfect. He goes back and he lives out his life with Peggy, so his story ends a little bit selfishly. That was a little bit of a selfish thing to do, to go back and have that life with Peggy. But it worked so well because up until that point, Steve was always carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. And so Avengers Endgame did an outstanding job of taking its two main heroes and concluding their stories perfectly with Reversal. Tony, who always had this little kind of thing of selfishness in him, ended his journey in complete selflessness, sacrificing himself to save the universe. And Captain America, who always has put every other person above himself, did get his moment to be happy and be a little bit selfish. And I think it's one of the most beautiful things that Avengers Endgame did. And so, though we may never know where New Master 69 story goes, Avengers Endgame did give Tony and Steve their perfect endgame. That is Reversal. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you can subscribe to the channel. I post videos like this basically every single day. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.